name is John Martin McGovern. I'm 50 years old, born in 1974, November 1974. I am the oldest of the family. I have a sister a year or two behind me. And then my brother that died was behind that, and then I have a brother, Ronan, and the youngest brother, Jeremiah, and my youngest sister, Bernadette. So there was 6 of us all together. Well, our home was the typical traditional Irish home. The neighbours where I grew up, a lot of houses around where I lived, and we all catered in each other's houses, as I say. But our home in particular was a very open home. You could get somebody coming into our house at 10 or 11 o'clock at night as if it was 10 o'clock in the morning. You know, people who come from the pub and wander into our house if there's a light on. Yeah. Like every night was a party night. Yeah. You know, every night there was, I couldn't say there was any night my house was not free of people. We wouldn't have been an early to bed house, but because there was always people in it. Yeah. I see me often going to the house and I could not get a seat to sit down. I used to get up and leave and go somewhere else. And just telling stories, having the fun, maybe talking about whatever someone was at during the day, something silly. So silly stories, maybe a wee bit of truth to them, a wee bit added on to them, make them more interesting. Life is strange now without that spirit of friendliness, of people sharing stories. It's changed a lot. My father was Michael and my mother was Nora. And my dad only passed away on the 15th of August last year, 2023. My mother died 5 years previously, on 2018. She was 69, and my brother died 2 months. My mum died on the 21st of September 2018, and my brother died 22nd of November 2018. 2 of them of cancer. I remember my father telling me how popular it was growing up when he was young, and how those people everywhere, you know. Originally from a place called McGovern in County Cavan, West Cavan. It lies, little parish nestled between the counties of Fermanagh and Leitrim. If I was to go back to McGovern now, it would be a different place to go back to than when I grew up. 25 years ago, it was more populated than it is today. We had a great youth club. On a Friday night we'd come together, but in the summertime you had an achievements day, which you had to have projects and you had goals throughout the year to achieve as well. So as well as being fun and games, there was work involved. Yeah, they were great times. You know, we played football then on a Friday night after the youth club finished until the early morning. And then, you know, I was part of the local GA club, Shannon Gales, and it was our only outlet, I suppose. I was very good at the Gaelic. I got Player of the Year in 1991, a couple of tries for the Cavan team. Soccer clubs existed in bigger towns or larger urban areas, you know, and probably more to the bigger cities. And the GA was a rural sport, really. Yeah. So you didn't have choices of going, because number one, your duty was at home. You had to help your parents or your father, in my case, on the land at home. You go up to the mountain very early in the morning, and you know you'd be there for 7 hours maybe on the mountain, because you know you're in commonage and your sheep had different areas to stay to. So you were a whole day walking, and then, you know, we hadn't got a good sheepdog at that time. So I was the sheepdog, you know, and my brothers, you know, you were running after wild ewes, as we call them. year-olds or hoggets. So everything was manual and physical. So the GA was my outlet, or my little place to go to for me time, you know. So I love the football, I love the GA, but
were you good? The Shannon girls?
Oh yeah, them times there would have been, you know, I remember doing up a list of players for a training schedule, and we could have put out 2 teams at that time, maybe even going into a 3rd team. And that's what it was like when I was growing up, you know, and that's what I was saying, like, that's why I used to, you know, we were given a choice, like the football, as I said, going back, the Gaelic was the only thing in the rural area, whether it be hurling or the Gaelic, the football itself. But predominantly it was the football in our area. The hurling didn't really exist as strongly up this part of Ireland as it did in the more the southern and western, eastern counties of Ireland. But that was what I looked forward to. But you were given choice. Like, I couldn't say to my father, I remember swimming became popular at the time from school, that you could go on Irish water safety training. You go to a lake and there was a bus put on and you learned how to swim. But I was given a choice. It was the football or the swimming. It wasn't both. I think today, when you look around, including myself, you like your children to have the best. I think it's also my era of people are trying to give to their children what they didn't get. And I think that's what it's good. I want Risha now to experience, my daughter Risha, to experience everything that maybe me or Liz didn't have an opportunity to experience. So that'll broaden her horizon, as I say, also her talents, that they'll come out in whatever area she might be talented in, that she might get what suits her, you know, to not miss out on anything. That's what I look back on, that I'd love to have played rugby. I would love to have probably progressed a bit into the soccer more, but then just that wasn't possible. It might be there, but as I said, you had to go a long way to get it. So your choices was limited, so you had whatever you were good at, you stuck at it and you made the best of it.